zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still
start away from the line they need to gain at 3rd down? Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run here with Sims. No gain on the play there. A nice job to pick it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the defending Super Bowl champion Broncos on offense now. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback who started it.
The starter, because that way he knows how to prepare, knows what's expected, and if he has to go into the game, really shouldn't be surprised.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's got a game who's going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about play.
Colts.
Mike Adams can cover receivers whether he's playing in the slot or outside the numbers at cornerback.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but
one thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up. They built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. The control are quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. It's got to open things up for you as well because if I'm a defense, I got to get back deeper.
And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. Oh, good hurdle. And he gets it back near midfield, but the dream.
I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. 1st quarter, we'll see if this has ended. Now Sims. And he's going to get this one.
Does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football.
Never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw them down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw.
Football, when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's go. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off.
Another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he's going down here.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's going.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
And a big one.
You get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage. I know that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality.
In trouble here, and down he goes.
They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Sanders. A good return.
Them, that's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On second down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest.
Defensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, hone setter, and now, if you want to take the shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the
2nd and 7. Jackson now. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, here's Luck. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes this one in for a Colts touch and yard. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch.
And my goodness, another interception.
No one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to go down.
Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the weak as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together.
Remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Sanders has it over the middle.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a as they convert on 3rd. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers. The gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Gore, and he takes it in for a solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy that threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they'll go on the ground, down right around the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, an incomplete certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now it's Griffin, escaping the pressure right. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout and injured. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Cut it left. Cut it left.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
The Fowler's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He goes underneath for Anderson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jackson now steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Tavares Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That was not a designed run.
Well, this is blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Luck now to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he stays up, fighting through. His throw incomplete. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Luck throwing again. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. 20. All the way home for a Bronco score. Virgil Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. Back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Dante Moncrief. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Jackson now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now he was celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And able to find Green. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 16 Bs. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Let's go! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Defense.
Well, we were on hand for a fun